Hello everyone. Today we will be learning about the reaction of metals with water. Metals react with water to produce metal oxide and hydrogen gas. Soluble metal oxide further reacts with water to form metal hydroxide. All the metals do not react with water. The rate of reaction of different metals with water is different. First, let's start with metals with cold water. Some of the metals react with cold water are lithium, sodium, potassium and calcium. When metals react with cold water, they would produce hydrogen and also a metal hydroxide. So let's see the reaction. Sodium reacts vigorously with water. When sodium reacts with water, it forms sodium hydroxide and also hydrogen gas. We can write this in chemical formula. 2Na plus 2H2O gives 2NaOH plus H2. Let's write this as ionic equation. So in the above example, only sodium hydroxide is in ionic bond. You already know that ionic bonds are formed between metal and non-metal. So the above reaction is written as an ionic equation like 2Na plus 2H2O gives 2Na plus 2OH minus plus H2. This is the ionic equation where we have split up the ionic bond. So when a metal reacts with water, it displays hydrogen. In the reaction of sodium and water, hydrogen gas is released. Now let's check how we can identify the gas produced is hydrogen. Test for hydrogen gas. To confirm the production of hydrogen gas, the POP test is used. The formation of hydrogen in this reaction can be confirmed by collecting a sample of the gas produced and introducing a lighted splint. When you introduce a lighted splint, if hydrogen gas is there, it gives a pop sound, indicates the presence of hydrogen gas. We learned that metals react with water to produce metal hydroxide. To test the production of metal hydroxide, an acid-base indicator such as phenolphthalein can be used. Hydroxide ion is a base, so it will indicate the presence of base by changing pink color when phenolphthalein is added. The reaction of sodium and potassium with water is so violent and exothermic that hydrogen gas formed in the reaction immediately catches fire. Potassium metal reacts very rapidly with water to form a colorless solution of potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. The resulting solution is basic because of the dissolved hydroxide. Sodium reacts vigorously with water to form a colorless basic solution of sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. The resulting solution is basic because of the dissolved hydroxide. Calcium reacts less violently with cold water to form a cloudy white precipitate of calcium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Calcium hydroxide is slightly water soluble. The heat evolved during the reaction is not sufficient for hydrogen to catch fire. The hydrogen gas formed in this reaction stick to the surface of the metal and calcium starts floating. Magnesium reacts very slowly with water. However, it reacts vigorously with steam. It reacts with hot water to form magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. It reacts with the steam to produce magnesium oxide and hydrogen gas. Metals like aluminium, iron, and zinc do not react with hot water. They react with the steam and form corresponding oxides and hydrogen gas. When metals react with the steam, they form metal oxide and hydrogen because metal hydroxides thermally decompose, that is, split up on heating to give the oxide and water. Aluminium is unusual because it is a reactive metal that does not react with water. Its surface forms a protective layer of aluminium oxide that keeps water away from the metal below. Zinc reacts with the steam to produce zinc oxide and hydrogen gas. Zinc oxide is ZnO. Zn has a valency of +2 and oxygen -2, which means valency is cancelled out, so no subscript. Iron reacts with water in the form of steam to form iron oxide along with the release of hydrogen gas. This is the apparatus used to react a metal with steam and collect the gas produced. The damp mineral wool is heated to generate steam. Metals like copper, lead, silver, gold do not react with water. So, we can categorize the metals according to their reactivity with water. Very rapid reaction, potassium, sodium and calcium. Slow reaction, magnesium. React only with steam, aluminium, zinc and iron. No reaction, tin, lead, copper, silver and gold. Now let's move on to some questions.